Hello all. Uh, Today, uh, I want to briefly explain one small concept to describe these processes which I have come across when I am going through some material, and that is serial killers. See, normally, whenever we use that word serial killers, it comes to our brain that it refers to homicide and police case murders and all that are involved like Agatha Christie and all these things. But in the context of fraud also, the word serial killers is used in financial fraud serial killers. The thing is, as the word implies, it is called, and the fraudsters are also serial killers because whether it is an individual, group of individuals, single corporate, group of corporates within the country, or from different countries, people who operate and do all these various frauds which we have discussed in various lessons earlier. If we observe that they keep doing it till they are caught, it may extend any time from 1 year to 5 years to 10 years to 20 years. Okay, of various types of frauds. For example, the Ponzi schemes. Ponzi schemes are one such thing which do not come out easily. And the biggest example and the biggest con artist is Bernie L. Madoff, which we have discussed in some other for one of our lessons, who has swindled different classes of people, okay, up to and institutions, things like that, okay, in his Ponzi schemes up to about $70 billion and was in prison for 150 years. Okay, the point is, for 20 years he has continued doing it. Okay, it is also called serial killers because in the process of his thing, okay, at the bottom line or in between, many people lost their life savings. Okay, they lost their life saving, their hard-earned incomes, and all these things. And that is a big example. And also there are several serial killers like unscrupulous people, like agents. They may be agents for a bank, agents for insurance, or some legal people, somebody who are hand and glove with all these, who target victims, okay, basically elderly, okay, by not telling the full details or by hiding some details and trying to divert their funds into these commissions, into this insurance and all that one, so that they get commission and the insurance people also get their business, okay. And there are several cases also happened where the people, sometimes they may be near and dear also, known people also, they convince the person, and unfortunately these elderly people, they trust other people than their within the family, okay. And so that is a separate case. The thing is, so they target and then swindle, divert them monies, tell them that this won't give you good income, but the here if you put it is better and all that one. They confuse them and then they misuse the money. So all those agents, that's all those brokers and all also are finding also come under serial killer because they keep on doing till they are caught. That's the point. Then we always heard the word quack in the context of fake doctors and all that, but even in fraud, in the context of frauds also, there are quack brokers who have, and quack agents who have no music knowledge, okay. They just execute what that persons in the bank or the influence of the main brokers or also it is who have told him to just execute. That means they can sell stock, they can sell a car, they can sell anything. So The thing is, they have no in-depth knowledge or anything. Okay, and so they are also in the loop line to catch the victims. The thing is, all these things are like that. If you start fishing from morning till evening, you are sure to catch some fish. So that is a philosophy that follows in these frauds. For example, daily, at least once or twice, I get a phone call saying that, sir, considering your professional thing and all that one, you are granted 25 lakhs loan, or you come. So if I get strictly question them, who are you? How are you connected? I mean, give the phone to the branch manager. They just disconnect the phone. The thing is, they make like get 20 calls. Somebody may come there. They get these people get their commission. They don't know what is happening, how to do it, and the persons who are doing this way thing, okay, they get their business. Okay, they may divert these funds of the people by lucrative. Suppose if it is an MPSC canvassing, okay, by showing big interest rates and all that. The thing is, all these, yeah, anybody repeating the same fraud, and all that, they're all like a financial serial killer. Only thing they're killing people. And here also, it is literally killing. If somebody loses their life earnings, somebody loses their retirement funds, their pension funds, hard-earned earnings, that causes more pain. And also livelihood is lost. Okay, so that's why that word is coined even here also. Okay, so they target the elderly and also other vulnerable people in the society. Okay, okay. Next, these several schemes. Okay, the advertising will come by hoardings or news media or all these news media and all, they act two ways. They put any advertisement that you give them. Number one. Number two, after that misfires and something happens, again they write everything negative about that fellow. So it is for us to judge the thing. See, we have to be careful. And ignorance of law or ignorance of things is of no excuse when you are putting your funds into somebody's hands. Okay? When you are parting with your funds, you should be careful. You should have basic knowledge. You should not depend too much on others. Maybe take an advice, but you have to make your final call. Okay? Yeah, and it is just like after the milk is spilled, there's a saying, crying is of no use. Please make sure that you don't spill the milk in the first place. Like that, you have to take care of your finances. Okay? And other people may advise you, okay, most of the cases, they are very good friends, they may advise you correctly. But also of the times, people may advise you, especially if they are in that investment and stockbroking and these businesses, to say that this is the best opportunity. Take away money from the fixed deposit and put it here, where you are getting 6.5% or whatever, and here you are getting 18% or something, 24%. Okay? Or you may become a crorepati overnight, which is now the case. Okay? People talk about their earnings in stock market, but nobody talks about their losses in the stock market, as we all know. Okay? And there are so many things, new IPOs, then people tell, recommend. But of course, they are all at the same disclaimer. Okay, don't take my advice, but you have to make your own thing. But before that one, already our human brains already get carried away. So, basically, one has to be careful. As viewers and other listeners also, I request that you should spread this word to your near and dear and all that one. Don't get carried away by other people. Make your own judgment. And if you cannot make a current judgment about that one, you need not make an agent for putting in a scheduled bank fixed deposit for some whatever is the interest. That is safe and sound. You can make a judgment only. You go to other investments and all that. Don't get carried away by these serious tellers, because if you fall into wrong hands, your investment and monies will be gone with no explanation. Okay? And outrageous promises, okay? Creating a lot of hype. So, all media also plays their own very role in these things. Okay? And of course, these hedge funds and mortgages and all at a higher level, and we don't see much of them, especially in India. These things are all happening more of in the case of US, as far as I come across the cases. Most of these mortgage things are luring the people to buy house, take the house, simply walk into the house, and then afterwards comes a pressure of payments. Okay. So, even though there are a lot of controls are coming, audits are more stringent, policies, all these things, media thing is there through mobile phones on the hoardings thing. Governments are also making the efforts. Don't get carried away. Banks are also sending SMS. Don't see, we are not advertising that. See, do not get carried away. We are not asking you any PIN or passwords. But when it comes to the actual thing, people keep all that at rest and make a mistake. So, these things, and similarly, you got an area call saying that we are selling plots of land, it is going to be beautifully developed and all these things. And so, if you get carried away and put it there, nothing may come or may not come, and first you part with your money. So, these are all these things. Next, another thing is, especially in this now COVID-19 situation, as already discussed in some other context of cyber crimes or something, that this pandemic make up, okay, these fraudsters and the serial killers in different mode, they try to make a quick buck, taking advantage of this COVID-19 pandemic, okay. Then affinity frauds, like in a community of a church or other religious things, okay, take advantage of that. And these donations, you see, we all want to do help poor and other people, but when we are making a donation out of the blue to something online or somebody coming across, we have to be careful, and then we have to definitely find out how the funds are going to be used, how it is going to be secured, who are the people behind that and all that one. Just because we are big-hearted, you simply start giving donations to every Tom, Dick and Harry, then you will be in problem, because they are all maybe financial serial killers category. Okay, and so everybody wants to help, but you should be careful while helping. Very simple. So this is all these financial, these serial killers. They understand the psychology of the victims and accordingly play their cards, and then they cheat them. And as I already said, it is called financial serial killer because all these unscrupulous people, they keep repeating, whether it be a Ponzi scheme or some other scheme or something, misguiding or whatever, or cheating somebody till they're caught and brought to book. Okay, so that is this is the concept, very interesting. So to put all our fraud lessons and everything under one umbrella means you can write it as serial killers, financial frauds, all the people. Okay, and let it be a corporate, individual, group of individuals, whichever it is, there once they start committing fraud. Okay. Even in a organization, an employee may be committing the fraud for 20 years before being caught. We have seen there are several cases like that. Okay, because they're also sort of, because the corporate is affected. Sometimes management also may be doing for 10-20 years, fudging of the books and all that one, and many other things, cheating the government, cheating the shareholders and all that one. So anything repetitive, serial is nothing. Okay, killer means in its more more common usage, it is a homicide, but here it is much worse. Okay, people are there, but they lose their life savings and everything. Okay, which is much, which is worse. So please be aware and beware of these financial serial killers, and please do spread the word to your or other people and your friends or something. Whenever there is any financial decision to make and you are depending on somebody, make sure that first that person who is parting with their money understand what he or she is doing. Okay, afterwards say, I am cheated. We all sympathize and pity, but you have to be double careful when you are dealing with your friends. Okay, with this brief explanation of this serial killers and fraud, Okay, I conclude, and we will go forward with various other issues or concepts, cases of this fraud awareness and fraud education. Thank you.